Hi everyone, this is Damon Lim, Regional Director of Asia Pacific here at datacenterHawk. With me here today is Raymond Tong from Vantage Data Centers. He's President of Asia Pacific. Raymond, thanks for being with us today to share about your experiences leading to your current role. If you don't mind, could you just give a quick introduction of yourself, Vantage globally, and maybe a little bit more about Asia Pacific where you look after.
Sure. Well, thanks, Damon, for inviting me to chat. I joined Vantage 6 months ago, and it's been an exciting journey so far. Of course, Vantage, as we all know, it is an American-based hyperscale data center provider, and it's been very fast growing in the past number of years. Started in North America and then EMEA, and we get into the Asia Pacific market about 3 years ago. It's been an exciting journey so far. We're settling in the past 6 months. Prior to joining Vantage, I was operating another data center platform based out in Hong Kong. It's a digital infrastructure industry with cloud computing, and now quite recently with AI demand hitting the whole digital infrastructure industry, including data center. So far, it's super exciting, and happy to talk about the landscape and talk about the growth.
Oh, definitely. And, a little bit about yourself, you have an interesting background. You started from, consulting in McKinsey, and then, to leadership roles in diverse industries. Now that you've spent, the last couple of roles or so in data centers, how did those experiences shape your approach to, driving growth and, high performance teams, within this sector?
Yeah, it's been an exciting career development. I mean, I was trained as an electrical engineer, and then started off, like you said, as a McKinsey consultant, learning about strategy, a client relationship, which is, of course, from an experience point of view, super useful, because ultimately, if your strategy is not set right, no matter how hard you drive, probably is the opposite direction. You're just gonna make it worse. So how to set up, prioritize from a strategic point of view, to set the right direction. And since then, like you said, I get diversify experience, whether in semiconductor, in retail, and even in the investment side of things. All these bring me to realize, or still learning today, that apart from strategy, obviously customer focus is all that important. From a retail industry background that I spent a number of years, that we open stores, sell FMCG product, open F&B outlet, food and beverage outlet that serve, tens of thousands of customers a day. Ultimately, it's customers' choice. They can choose to come into your shop to buy the product and be served, or they can go somewhere else. So how to really understand customers, stay close to them, understand their needs, and provide the right product to serve their needs. And that's on B2C, but that applies to B2B as well. In a data center industry, as like for us, Vantage, we serve hyperscale customers. So we serve not 10, 100 customers, but indeed serve a handful of key customers that have high growth, that like to take up sizable chunk of capacity, campuses. All these customers are super demanding. So how we stay close to that with the same customer mindset to understand their need, to be partnered to them. Imagine for them, actually, it's not an easy job, because they have their own internal customers that they need to grow tremendously. So they need to rely on partner like us to grow with them, to meet their timetable, to meet their cost, and to run the daily operation, not to miss SLA, to exceed their operational expectation on a daily basis. All these are important to really stay close to customers. So I guess strategy, customer-centric is key. And of course, in the current world with technology moving so fast, being agile is important. Agile in how we serve customer, for example, agile in our organization structure, agile in how we think, how we build, how we price a product, how we come up with product. All these agility is important. I do believe my diversified experience is a living proof of how a person can be agile. From spreading around different industry, from retail, food and beverage, to investment, to semiconductor, to data center. All these are showing that, hey, I mean, in order to push things forward, we as a team, as an organization, as an industry need to be agile. Last but not least, of course, from the experience of building big organization, high performing team, how to build a team in a united manner, how they aspire with the same direction, so that we can work together, supporting and backing up each other. Right now, actually in the data center industry, I mean, we have a sizable organization, but is to compare to other industry like retail, like food and beverage, which is a lot more labor intensive. For example, in the previous retail food and beverage organization, I managed 30,000 people in the whole APAC, because whether factory and also from a retail outlets point of view, we do have a lot of people. Now in data center industry, in Vantage, we have 200 plus strong. So how we unite all of them together, be aware of the direction and work towards the same direction as a high performing team is the fun part, and that's exciting part as well.
Yeah, you definitely mentioned about, driving them in the same direction and yet being, flexible to meet customers' demands, especially, with data centers being the bedrock of, the whole economy right now. Like what we're doing right here and doing all that, it's all over the internet and over, stored in data centers. So can you share a little bit more about the fun part, how you build the teams, how do you inspire them? Because, it is, and ultimately, it is still a bit people business as well. You need people to run, operate the machines, or even just run, flip the switch, for example.
Yeah, indeed. Well, I 6 months into the job, and it's been great. It's been a privilege to work together with the team. In the Vantage global team environment provided a lot of support to our APAC region, but at the same time, how we APAC as a region need to act fast, need to sense the market, because we are local in the market. We talk to customers, we talk to partners, we hear our industry peers doing different things. So we are here to react, digest all the information, and go out to the market to serve customers. So far, it's been a great journey. Of course, there's from past few months point of view, a bit of reorganization to streamline. Indeed, because of the market is so big, how we prioritize is important. Prioritize from a market point of view, from a key task point of view. We can do it all, but at the same time, we need to prioritize as a team so that we are laser focused to have the right, along the right strategy which we have, and the right tactics to win and get over projects, win over leases, build our project in a timely and cost efficient and high quality manner. So far, it's been great to have team meetings that we go offsite to learn about each other and also be inspired by the exciting landscape. Indeed, what we are in as an industry provide a really good backdrop that help align each other, meaning that, the growth in front of us, as we, like you said, we are doing many meetings from digital platform, and then the AI platform, the co-pilot software, different things that are evolving, and being bombarded and being a user ourselves, tell us that, hey, this market, the demand is just growing tremendously. So how we prepare ourselves and how we won before doesn't mean that we can use the same thing to win in the future. So how we evolve ourselves, how we break through, how we rely on each other, how we support each other. All these are key topics that in the past few months, not just in the APAC organization, but a global organization as well, that we keep on challenging ourselves. And so far, it's been very rewarding and very exciting.
Sure. And earlier you mentioned about, focus and prioritization within APAC. What do you see are the most significant opportunities or challenges, for expanding and operating within, this region?
Yeah, I mean, this APAC region, I do believe, I'm a firm believer indeed that it is with tremendous potential. Obviously, with the hyperscaler, with global hyperscaler cloud computing AI company, a lot of them headquarters in the US, in North America, that they are growing tremendously in North America in the past few years, in the cloud region set up now with AI. Capacity is not enough. Power become a limitation. That's in North America, and it is hitting EMEA as well, as we can witness. And we are seeing the trend also starting to hit APAC. So, there's a sequence from a timing point of view. That's the exciting part, that we can see proven and good traction already started taking up in North America and EMEA. It's going to hit APAC. So how we prepare for this exciting growth. There's market research, for example, structure research, talk about the APAC market in the next 5 years. I think earlier this year they published growing double digit. Something along the line of a CAGR growth of 11% or 12%, that kind of range. But I do believe it will be more, because that's probably more cloud computing, which I would believe it's a little bit conservative, because with cloud adoption continue to penetrate, being a metropolitan like Hong Kong, a lot of the financial institutions, while they're moving to cloud, but still they have a lot of legacy. They still have a lot of on-prem. All these become huge potential, but that's even before AI hitting. AI hitting in North America and EMEA. I'm aware that they are taking up hundreds of megawatts, and it's going to hit in APAC. And when it hit, it's going to be shortage in supply, because APAC is a very fragmented market. A lot of different countries, different data jurisdiction, and all this government or economy are aware of the importance of data as well. So all of them are building their own, but with really high densely populated cities, from a scarcity in land supply, from a scarcity in power. All these provide a cap, a limitation on the ultimate supply. So with demand hitting, with AI demand coming in, it's going to digest a lot of inventory, and it will be a shortage in the years to come. So how we get prepared for that, I think that's not just for Vantage, but for the whole industry to tackle how we face this tremendous demand coming, how we fulfill it, to build in a sustainable manner, to add value from an economic value point of view, but also from an environment point of view, from a community point of view. All these are challenges. Opportunity up there, but challenges that we, as an industry, or us as Vantage in APAC, need to face.
Yeah, definitely agree with you there, right? A lot of demand that was previously forecasted was more focused on the cloud demand, and probably as an entire region, you're looking at that kind of double-digit growth, low double-digit growth that you mentioned. But with a fragmented market in APAC, certain markets or certain cities that have been tailored for AI learning, for example, you're gonna see CAGRs much larger than that, right? Just in the US, for example, we've been seeing doubling of absorption for the last 2 to 3 years. Right? And that's really driven by the AI demand that you mentioned that hasn't been forecasted for, right? Because cloud is almost like a linear growth versus AI.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, as you mentioned, AI transiting from the cloud to the AI, for example, obviously the data centers technology is rapidly evolving. what do you see out there, and how does Vantage Data Centers stay at the forefront of innovation?
Yeah, and indeed, with AI coming into the whole consideration, how we build, how we design data center, indeed need to be different. As you can imagine, while for Vantage, the fact that we are one of the global leader in hyperscale data center design, build, operate, so we do have a proven track record already. Started in North America and EMEA, that's being integrated into our APAC design and build. So in Vantage world, we have a one design. How we brand it, it's called one design that continue to evolve based on our track record. Tons of experience building campuses for various global leaders. And we supported them, and then they have new requirement. They come up with a new requirement, and we evolve, we work closely with them. So our one design is continue to be dynamic, to evolve, to stay in the forefront of what is the best product, the optimal one that fulfill customer needs, multiple customer needs. So I guess for us in APAC Advantage, we do enjoy the advantage and benefit of inheriting all this global know-how, have that one design with us that we are building, but at the same time, it's still not enough, that we need to adopt, localize it. As you can imagine, building an advanced data center in Tokyo will be very different than in Sydney, than in India, Mumbai, than in Malaysia, Cyberjaya, than in Taipei, for example. All these different country, different city, different, challenges in terms of population density and fiber path, in the building code as imposed and regulated by the government department. So how we use that global know-how and template and adopt locally and build it in a cost-efficient manner, in a timely manner. Indeed, I would say that it's our one of our core competence and our winning factor. So from a technology point of view, of course, how we be flexible. Air cool, and also with AI coming in, liquid cooling, a hybrid of both, so that we can get the best of both worlds and to serve customer needs. At the end of the day, it's really meeting customer expectation and serve them according to the specification. But for us as a partner, as a technology and design and build data center provider, how we have different tools in our toolbox that can serve customers and work closely with them and continue to learn from them is really key.
Is it possible for you to share one technology change from a design perspective that you've seen that was not available, say 5 years ago, when building data centers or designing it?
No. Well, obviously with AI racks being high power density of GPU, so I think the cooling solution need to be flexible and need to provide enough cooling. So, as I mentioned, how a hybrid of air cool and liquid cool, and from a liquid cooling point of view, how we have different options, whether rear door heat exchange or liquid to the chip, so that we can actually allow customers to put in. Cloud computing, before they're talking about 8 kilowatt, 10 kilowatt kind of rack. Now they are talking about 70 kilowatt, 100 kilowatt kind of rack. So from a build point of view, from a floor loading point of view, from a slab to slab floor height point of view, all these need to be considered. We do have our solution, which is a bit proprietary, but at the same time, how we fit out and work with customers to ensure that this is a solution that is dynamic, to serve the ever-evolving needs of customers.
Is some of this being incorporated into the new 256 megawatts campus you have planned for Cyberjaya, or you want to share a little bit Cyberjaya itself?
Definitely. Well, without going into detail, indeed, we we do have design and sort of prototypes that we are in discussion with customers. So that's super exciting. Like you mentioned, I think as a campus that in Cyberjaya, in KUL, in Malaysia, is something that we are very, very excited about because it's a sizable campus. And we did have the early mover advantage into the KUL Cyberjaya vicinity as we enter the Asia market. And we already have our KUL 1 campus, the KUL 11, KUL 12, 13, we are building 14. And that's why it gave us very high confidence and commitment to acquire the site right connected to it, which is a 256 megawatt IT load campus, what we call KUL 2. And that one, with very flexible indeed. We do have prototype that are more for cloud computing take up. At the same time, with AI, machine learning, customers knocking on our door, talking with us, we do have a 100 megawatt kind of design building that are perfect for GPU deployment with what I mentioned about air cool, liquid cool, and the various good design consideration that are perfect for machine learning deployment. The campus, not just from a land point of view, of course, we lock up the power with a TNB. That's exciting. Why don't I put it like this? More to update the market and the industry as we continue to progress and to partner with different customers to build this exciting project together.
Oh, definitely looking forward to it. And earlier you mentioned that you're working with customers to do the prototyping and stuff like that. Could you share insights into the key factors you consider when establishing strong customer relationships?
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, I think there's no secret indeed because customers indeed while obviously they're customer, we are vendor, but I see this relationship more really like a close partnership. How we strengthen the trust with customers. So I guess my rule of thumb, and also as a whole team in Vantage, and also my team in APAC, how we keep our words. Every conversation with our customers, that we make promises that after we consider this is what we can deliver, that how we can meet and exceed customer expectation, we shake hand and we deliver. So how we keep our words and deliver per our promise, what we can do and what we cannot do as well is important. I guess from a managing expectation and also from a partnership point of view, how to be transparent with your partner, with your customers, so that they know and they prepare for it. And I think that's really important. With customers signing, billions of dollars or hundreds of megawatts, 50 megawatt, even, a few megawatt AZ deployment. All these are important. They are trusting us with a partnership. At the back, they need to deliver to their customer per the specification, per the timing, and per the cost, so that they can price the product and they make a profit. We are all commercial organization. So there's like a whole supply chain, each one of us supporting each other. So how we deal with our hyperscale customers, that we need to keep our words and just deliver, sometimes over deliver to ensure that we exceed expectation. I would say that is really a rule of thumb to build and maintain a customer relationship. Of course, after we deliver the project, hand it over from an operation point of view, and with SLA that we need to meet and exceed, how we stay close from an operationally point of view, day to day, 24/7, to ensure that operationally that we provide a resilient and very robust environment that our customers are confident, that they have the peace of mind, that their servers sitting in our data center, in our campus, is safe. And we have their back, supporting.
I'm sure your clients will appreciate the peace of mind, the ability to deliver from your team, as well as, being part of the supply chain, so that at the end of the day, they can be a commercial entity as well. I'm sure that's very well received. So, Raymond, if you had like a crystal ball looking at the data center industry for APAC for the next 3 to 5 years, how do you think, it's all going to transpire?
Unfortunately, I don't have the crystal ball. I would love to have one. But indeed, like looking at how the landscape is developing, and I mean, as us living in APAC, we feel the excitement here. I would argue that actually in APAC, how our digital usage as a consumer, I mean, you and I using digital apps, I mean, traveling around different part of Asia, and some countries in Japan, in China, or in Australia, in Singapore, in Hong Kong, and coming up in Taiwan, in Malaysia is really fast growing. A lot of apps. I mean, we spend our life on the phone and on mobile devices, whether from work point of view, entertainment, education, communication, managing our finances, from an enterprise point of view, moving things to cloud, relying on digital infrastructure. All these are, data point to show that, hey, in APAC, as we continue to evolve, the market is just gonna grow tremendously, continue to grow tremendously, just by a usage point of view. And with AI coming in, it will be another really powerful tool that will further enhance the growth. So yeah, in my mind, it's really sky is the limit for APAC, for our industry, and for Vantage, for sure. So how we prioritize as a management, as a team, so that we can make the right bet, and partner up with the right customer in the right location and deliver and continue to grow with our customers and with our team. It's really hard to put a number. Whether earlier you're quoting some research, I'm quoting some research saying that, it's a low double digit, but that's just a steady cloud. I think even cloud, with AI coming in, with a lot of enterprise, have no choice but to move to cloud. It will further increase the exponential growth, and with new applications being integrated into it, workflow processes, how to reach out to our customers using digital means. Everyone is connected in that way, so that will further fuel the data growth, and that will further fuel our data center growth, and not just us, but fiber, towers, every digital infrastructure. So yeah, whether double digit or 3-digit growth is sky is the limit. I don't want to put a number there, but just need to work hard to catch up as an industry, as a company.
Yeah, definitely not going to disagree with you that sky's the limit here in Asia Pacific, which is why, we're building up our team here as well to really cover, the tremendous growth that, we expect to see. So Raymond, thanks so much for your time today, for being with us here today. We look forward to Vantage's future growth in Asia Pacific.
Thank you for your time, Damon.